And that's such a perfect segue to the Isaiah Thomas phone call to Danny before signing a deal with, I believe, the Denver Nuggets, correct? That's where he's headed?
That's right. Yeah,
1 year. So 1 year, small deal. And he reached out and said, hey, I'm not opposed to coming back. And you and I had talked about it. And I think Danny basically cited the fact that no decision was made yet with Marcus Smart. I think that would have been an acceptable sort of backup move at the guard position for them. But with Terry Rozier going to be struggling to find minutes, they really weren't in a position to bring Isaiah back. But you and I had sort of prophesized and hoped about it, and even talked during the season that, if they don't bring back Smart, or Smart gets sent off in some sort of a deal, that what's the possibility that IT might come back? And IT's been pretty public about, he says things like, this league, man, there's no loyalty. There's no loyalty in this league, and to some degree, I love IT, and it's hard to disagree with his perspective. It's unfortunate that that's the way the cookie crumbles for him. And, he did. And he's absolutely right. He put his health at risk. He decreased how much money he was going to make. And he did it because, he wanted to go out there and he wanted to play basketball. And let's not diminish the emotional pain of the loss of his sister motivating him on that. I mean, he went out and set a playoff record-setting performance for points in a game for a Boston Celtic. Right after that, the next game he played, that's just phenomenal, and you can't take that away from him. It actually hurts my heart that he doesn't get paid, and that, he sacrificed that, and really, remember his tooth coming out of his face during that run. Like, he left everything on the floor, including, his opportunity to get that Brinks truck to come out.
Stupid Kelly Oubre. Yeah, no, that's the tooth, remember?
Oh yeah. That was heated.
Yeah, stupid Kelly Oubre. That was just a weird thing with how they hit and whatever. But I think the whole thing with IT is that there's no loyalty, right? Sure, but the fact he was willing to pick up the phone, talk to Danny, it wasn't dismissed out of hand. There's a lot of reasons why the Celtics can say, well, look, we got these three guys, and if we don't, we got Larkin, and we don't know how healthy you are, IT. There's a lot of questions. There's a lot of reasons for Danny to not do that, but that's not the way he is. And I think the karma of it, okay, let's not even talk about, we talked about those relationships, right? I think the door is open. I don't think the door is closed for Isaiah Thomas as a Celtic. Now, does it make sense? No, it doesn't. But
it doesn't make sense right now. But we've been talking about how are they going to finagle all these guards. And, you even look at a deal like Schroeder going over to
OKC
to back up Russell Westbrook, right? Here's a young player, obviously far younger than Isaiah Thomas, but somebody who burned the Celtics up in a heated matchup where Atlanta kind of smoked him a few years ago. He was 21, 22 at the time, and hit some real big shots. He's only 24 now, scored 19 points per game. He's basically identical to Westbrook in that he's a 29, 30, low 30s, high 20s, 3-point percent shooter. Yeah. Shooter's 29.
No. What you talking about? He's like Westbrook. Hold on. Oh, you mean his shooting percentages? Okay,
yeah, okay. Shooting percentages. Okay. His splits, like
gotcha.
No, totally. No. Westbrook is obviously otherworldly. No, but he's like that now. Westbrook's got had a higher field goal percentage, 48% last year, and that's where the differences are. Like Westbrook's ability to attack the rim, etc. But those splits, and you look at Atlanta just kind of saying, okay, we're going to move on, we're going to move to Trae Young, etc. But they're giving up a very young player coming off the bench. The only real comparison I was making there was offensive guard, starting caliber player coming off the bench to provide offensive punch. And that's what IT could do once they sort out this guard rotation, because it is hard to imagine them holding on to Terry Rozier, Marcus Smart, and Kyrie Irving for the long haul.